know what time it is?
I do now.
It's whiskey time. No, we're done with it.
Oh, damn it.
We're done with it.
Oh, shit.
Sexy Wild East. We got Finley and we got Neil. They're calling in from way over.
Across the pond?
They do say across the pond. I never understood it. It's not a fucking pond. It's not a pond.
It's a big goddamn ocean.
I like the way it sounds, though. It's very poetic. Banksy Moon was the track that we played on the show. I love what you guys do. It's such a great hybrid. How did you first? Let's also remember that we've been drinking whiskey. Let's just get that right the fuck out there right now. So if this interview gets a little off course, it gets a little derailed, it gets a little squirrely, blame it on the rye, man. So how did you guys come to like pair up to do Sexy Wild East?
You want to take that, Nick?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I tell you what, before we do, I feel so fucking sober here, man. Like I felt like shit all day, and I've not had a drink, and you too, man. Fucking hell. So, I'll try and be as fun as possible. Yeah. So we met in.
Just speak slowly for us, Neil. Just speak slowly. We'll be okay.
You can subtitle it. We met in Budapest in Hungary, where I live. Finley used to live. We used to work together in a shitty call center, and I've been in loads of bands before, lots of punk bands and stuff. And Finley's always made like electronic stuff, beats and stuff on his laptop in his bedroom. And then we just got drinking, you know, and we're like, yeah, let's make some music, see how it goes. You know, kind of, I wanted to carry on doing the sort of punk-ish vocals, political stuff and whatever, but rather than have a band, just have a man with a laptop, you know, making all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then like COVID hitting, so it was perfect really, because you know it was a nightmare for proper bands, I suppose. You know, you couldn't rehearse anywhere, you couldn't play anywhere. So Finley was just making the tunes, sending them across to me. And I started writing some lyrics, and then we went from there. Then we put a few records out. We played one gig. We've seen each other about 4 times in the last 2 years or something. So it's like it's really kind of easy to do it, I suppose, to put records out, to make records, put records out without actually having to physically see each other.
Seriously, yeah. I mean, COVID's made it really easy to communicate. I mean, we're doing Zoom right now. Like, this is just the way it is now.
This is it. We put out an album, 2-3 singles. We got another single coming out next month. We got an album coming out in May. We've been like really productive, because whereas before, when I was in like guitar bands and stuff, you know, we'd meet up every week, every fortnight or whatever, write songs, eventually get around to recording them. You know, with this, it's like, it's half recorded already. As soon as Finley finishes the track, and it's like, yeah, we like that. Then the music's done. And then I've got a mate here in Budapest who's got a studio in his house, so I do the vocals down there, and it's a piece of piss, really, isn't it? It's like, so yeah.
How you digging Budapest? That's kind of unique, huh?
Great, man. It's a lovely city, yeah. It's I've been here about nearly 5 years now. It's superb. Yeah, cool place.
Nice.
It's a good drinking city. It's a good drinking city. You like?
Yeah, that's what I really wanted to know.
Yeah.
I was beating around the bush on that. Like, should I go to Budapest, and can I get a good drink? That's what I should have said.
Oh yeah.
If
you're coming from where are you, California?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be cheap as shit for you over here. Like, it's yeah.
Are the beer prices cheap? They got good deals?
Like, I guess it's about, I don't know what it'd be in dollars, but maybe maximum like €2 for a beer.
Oh.
Yeah, it's cheap. Nice beer.
Not out here, man. California, they charge you through the roof. You can go get a 6-pack of beer for the same price as one beer at a bar.
Fuck.
That's why we pre-drink. We always put like whiskey bottles in our pockets and shit.
Yeah.
Real classy stuff, you know. We're classing it up over here in California.
You've got to balance the books for these things, haven't you? No, it's really cheap. I mean, it's not as cheap when you live here, because it balances out with the salaries and shit. But when I moved here from England, it's incredibly cheap, you know, compared to England. So yeah, it's good. But yeah, Finley will back me up on this. There's like, got hundreds, thousands of bars, man. It's a good party city.
Oh, that's great
Yeah.
stuff.
Thing you'll never want in Budapest, it's a bar. There's a bar wherever you need
Yeah.
one.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
There's
So now,
No,
Finley, you do like, so your spin is more of electronica. That's what you came from?
I mean, in terms of my
Like your
My-
influences.
Well, yeah, this is the thing. I've gone through all sorts of phases. I went through all the classic phases people go through, maybe boys go through growing up. I had my rock phase, my metal phase, my rap phase, my dance music, electronic phase, and then I kind of grew up and just took all the bits I liked from everything. So the stuff I listen to now is just a mixture of, whatever I feel at the time. And I guess I do the same thing with making music. Like, I think in the past I've tried to make some heavier stuff, like experimenting with really distorted guitar sounds, still electronic, but that kind of, that kind of instrument. And then, for instance, a lot of the stuff we've got on this album is just really, really clean dance, kick drum, little, like, I don't even know what I call them, like bomb noises, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like a little pad, you know what I mean? Just really clean and simple. So I've got, it's a whole mixture, I think. And it depends what mood I'm in at the time. I go through phases of making different styles of stuff. And a lot of the stuff, like I say, that we got on this album was from a period where I was just, I'd start a track with just looping a kick drum at 120 BPM or something. And that was just every time I sat down to make a track, that's what I started with, because that's what I wanted to make at the time. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a whole range of stuff really. But everything's electronic. I haven't got any I can't play any instruments or anything like that. So everything that comes out is done, within the computer itself.
Because you can hear that it's that you guys both were influenced by a ton of things. It's definitely in the music. Like, you can hear it, that there's a lot going on in both your heads, and then the song is created. Like a lot of different, you know what I mean? Which is great for the listener because it keeps you guessing what they're going to do next. What's going to happen? What's the next track going to sound like? Are they going to stick with the same type of stuff? Is it going to be, that's fun. That's fun. It's like tasting whiskey.
Yeah. It really is.
Keep bringing it back to the whiskey. I don't know. I was just happy to have it. It was very nice whiskey.
It's true as that, it's true as that, man. Sorry, it's like this album, like Finley says, it's quite a poppy album. The first one's pretty aggressive, pretty punk and like aggro, and this is it's a lot more fun.
Yeah,
but it's like, some of the stuff Finley was saying, it's like, this is beautiful. There's some proper like piano or house tunes on there that wouldn't sound out of place in Manchester in 1990. It's like
absolutely,
but some
absolutely.
Absolute bangers. Finley's a fucking genius, and he's no idea. He just kind of
well, now he knows.
He'll tell you he makes it up as he goes along, but he's fucking genius. Like, some of this stuff, it's been really interesting to make this album and write it with like a sort of a no preconceptions of what we're going to do. It's just like, I like that tune. What should we do with that one? I like that one.
Now this is the new. This album hasn't come out yet. The new one?
No, it's coming out in May, beginning of May, I think.
Okay, because we need it. We need to have it.
Yeah, I'll send you a copy, man. Yeah.
Maybe we can play it straight through. I don't know. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun because it would be the whole flow of the thing. I love that. I love to hear how artists compose the track, the track list.
It'd be a great show. You could just sit and drink whiskey and play it. It's like, you don't even need to discuss anything.
I mean, I'm going to do that whether we do it on the show or not. So
yeah, yeah, we'll get a copy across to you. It's all
either way, we can just do it. The four of us can just do it. Get some of that Budapest whiskey.
Oh fuck no, man! Do you know what the drink here is? It's called Palinka, and it's like fruit brandy. And it's a shot, and it's like Hungarians are really proud of it.
Is it
like,
super sweet?
No, it's
no, it is.
I mean,
it's sweet after it's finished burning. Yeah,
right.
It can be. So there's nice stuff and there's not so nice stuff, And the best stuff is like not the stuff you buy in bars or shops. It's if you buy it from an old guy who's been making it for 50 years. and his dad made
Absolutely.
it before him, and you know. and
Got
you
the
buy it
still in the basement.
Yeah, and it's just in a kind of a clear labelless wine bottle or something, you know.
So then, yeah,
That's-
exactly. It's got like it's handwritten.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff.
If you
It's brutal. It's brutal.
It's like moonshine over here.
It's
Yeah.
absolutely like that. Yeah.
yeah,
I have some of that too. I'm not getting into it though. I'm not getting
No.
into moonshine.
in like the big jug kind of thing as
I
well.
got it I actually, it's in a mason jar, like one of those jars, and it is so strong. It is so strong. I stopped drinking it because I was just getting too blasted before I even went to the bar. I was like, I'm pissed. I'm fucking drunk already. I can't even be here. Like, I might as well. I'm done. The night's over. I did one shot of it. It's over. It's like fucking absinthe. It's like it's like hillbilly absinthe.
What is it? What's the
That's
flavor?
it.
It's I don't know. I think shit. No, it's not that bad. It's like, it's
Potato
honestly,
skin.
it's so strong that when you drink it, it just like the vapors go through your nose. Like it's like rubbing alcohol with and whiskey
It's
mixed.
grain alcohol.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
great alcohol. It's so fucking rough.
Blast rats.
It's so I highly recommend. I recommend. No,
Sounds
don't ever
beautiful.
drink it. I always give it to people when they come over. Like if you guys came over, I'd be like, hey, you want some of this moonshine? Everybody smells it and they're like, no, dude. I'm gonna pass on the shine. It's a little fucking rough. I thought I'd be tough guy, you know. I'm gonna drink moonshine. Didn't work out.
I would love it.
It's okay.
Someone offered me moonshine, I'd have to give it a go. It sounds ruthless, but you've got to, you know, especially as a
Just one.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
one
it-
shot. Then you know. Then you know. Then you won't want to know anymore. But you got to do one. You're totally right, dude. You got to do one for the sake of it all. So you fly back to England and you're like, had some American moonshine. Never again. Never again.
Yeah. No way.
So the
I
album's
reckon
coming
that
out.
is-
Oh, go for it.
So no, go on.
I was just going to say, so the album's coming out in May.
Yeah.
And we're going to get it. Tell the people before we go, and we got to talk again, but before we go, tell the people where they can find all of your stuff so that they can purchase it and and you guys can make money and keep making music forever.
yeah. We make so much money out of this. Well, the stuff it's all on Spotify and iTunes and every streaming shit that we don't get any money from. A record label, Quick Fix Recordings, on their Bandcamp. Most of the stuff's on there, and it's on our Bandcamp as well. So, Sexy Wild East, thesexywildeast.bandcamp.com. Is it something like that?
All right.
Just Google the Sexy Wild East, you find it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we got a single coming out on the 12th of April called Space Dicks, which is fucking brilliant, and it's about those billionaire wankers going into space while the world.
In their
Goes to
dick
shit.
ships.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. And then the album, it's called Electro Positivity. It's going to be out. I think it's the 1st of May, round about then. And that will be, as I say, streaming everywhere. There's no physical stuff. It's all digital. So, you know, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, all that shit.
And you guys are going to send us that single.
Yeah, we'll send it all across. We've got, we can do that.
Yeah. We'll get it
I'll
on
send you the
quick.
album, man. We'll send you the album, yeah.
Yeah, because I want to get it on so that way people can hear it before the album comes out, and then they can
Yeah, cool.
get them both.
Yeah, well, we can definitely send a single because I know that's all done and dusted. The album's all been sort of packaged and shit. But when that's ready, we'll send the album
Right.
first. But yeah, we'll probably send a single straight after this. Yeah, definitely.
I love it. You guys, thanks so much for Zoom. And oh, I said Zoom. Fuck, I hate that. I hate to give them any props without paying us. Thanks for calling in on the video thing.
There you go.
Absolute pleasure, man. Thanks
Neil
for
and
the invite.
Finley, the Sexy Wild East. Look them up. Check it out. It's great stuff. We'll talk to you guys soon. Later.
Nice one. Cheers, fellas.
Later,
Take care.
fellas.
See you later.